What is going on, everyone? Thanks so much for tuning in. So I've got the 2020 Kia Telluride, and I've never done a night video before. I try to always include the headlights in my videos, but let's go ahead and take a look at the exterior and the interior headlights here. So right off the bat, it's a pretty nice presence at night. I've got the blinker on over here. We've got this amber color LED running light on the top trim. Otherwise, it's just the regular white. And you've got your high beams and your low beams. And the high beam is actually the lower bulb. And then as you can see, as we move back, it's a nice distinctive ring around the lights there. And then we've got LED fog lights down below. It's kind of a 4-beam setup down there. It's a very interesting fog light. If the camera can even pick it up, there you go, now you can kind of see that. Very unique looking, and you can definitely make that out when these are on. These headlights do a nice job. We'll hop inside in just a little bit. And you can also see as we move around to the side, we've got an LED turn signal over here as well on the mirror. Then you got the positioning lights right there next to the headlight. It's a really large turn signal right here. It's pretty bright too. You can even see a little bit of that turn signal when you're in the back of the vehicle, which is nice for people next to you or behind you. Then we've got these LED tail lights, these light strips that go down. Pretty unique, and they act as the blinker as well. And then the positioning lights on the side of that. The license plate bulbs are just your traditional bulbs. Nothing fancy, no super bright LEDs, but they still do a pretty nice job of lighting everything up back here. And then as we take a look at the still light right over here, this looks pretty nice. What do y'all think of those light strips? They're pretty unique. I think they look nice at night, but I'm not a big fan of the actual rear design of the Telluride, although I do like the rest of the Telluride. You can see right here that there's quite a bit of light coming out of those headlights. They are definitely bright. LEDs are only on the top SX trim. And then as I go ahead and hop in and tap on the brakes, you can see the brake lights right there. And then when you get into the back of the Telluride, go ahead and open that up. You've got a really nice bright LED light up above your cargo area, so you can see that really well. It is right up there. And there's even LED lights for the back, for the rest of the interior that I'll show you in just a sec. Now at night, as I approach the vehicle, it's completely off. I have the key in my pocket. Once you get to a certain point, it's going to become aware of you being there. You can see the mirror open up, and you've got the illuminated handle, which is pretty cool as well. That is only on the front door. Open it up. Let's go ahead and start this thing up. Now right on the inside of the door, you've got your memory settings lit up. You've got your mirror and your locks all lit up pretty well right there. No buttons that are unlit over here. On the inside, you've got more lights that are lit up pretty well. All the necessary lights and a beam of mood lighting, so they call it. The steering wheel is also lit up pretty well on both sides. And then we take a look at this large display, and I go into detail about everything that's on here in the full review, so be sure to check that out if you want to learn more. This large display right here, 10¼ inches, is definitely lit up really well. There's a whole bunch that you can do on here. I talk about all the details on this as well. Lit up very well, and of course you can adjust that. All of these lights are also lit up pretty well. You've got your radio buttons that you can push. You've got your air conditioning controls down here as well. The ventilated and heated seat functions. Even your USB down there. Wireless charging. The shifter is lit up pretty nice. Your drive mode selector dial has good lighting for the lock button, comfort, sport, smart, snow, and eco. The rest of these light up pretty well. One complaint is that this center console does not light up though. But you've got some nice LED mood lighting that goes throughout the cabin. Right up above, you actually have touch buttons, LED lights on both sides. Those are both very bright, and you don't even have to be accurate with it. You can just punch it. If you want to change the lighting on here, you can go to your setup, go to vehicle settings, lights, ambient light, and then there's a whole bunch of different ways that you can customize this. So you can pick a color, or you can kind of make one of your own, honestly, but there's some preset ones right here. Now I'm just gonna go through some of these. You got blue flight, peaceful forest, dreamy purple, violet cloud, orange delight, golden insight, refreshing sea, and then you can do a custom color and make it however you want. And that lighting even goes on each back door, which is pretty cool. Another thing is even the USB port in the third row has a little light on it as well. And then up above, second row passengers even have their own AC controls on each side. And these are also just one touch, boom, just like that, LED lights back here. And it really lights things up really well. No trouble at all with that. Then if I go ahead and turn these front row ones on, you've got an entire cabin that is lit up extremely well. So no light problems in here whatsoever. Even back in the third row, I hit one side, there's another light on each side. Tons of lighting. Then right up above, you can see our head-up display, which is pretty nice. Shows you a lot of information. I go into more detail about that in the test drive. Now let's take a look at the headlights. So right there, we have just the low beams on. They do not go very wide at all. There's not a whole lot of peripheral vision. And then if I go ahead and turn the fog lights on, and then if I turn the high beams on, just to give you guys a little look at that. Low beams with fogs, no fogs, fogs, and high beams. Still not a whole lot of width. I would just like to see that improved. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Leave your feedback down below on what you thought of the night shots. I just did this on a whim. If you want to see some more, please let me know. But do know I do have a full review in the description below where I go through all the features, the interior, the exterior, the cargo, legroom, all that good stuff, including a test drive. So be sure to check that out if you guys want to see it. Thank y'all so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day and we'll catch you next time.